case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
Captain's log. Using the light speed breakaway factor, the Enterprise has moved back through time. Our mission? Historical research.
Captain, I'm getting something.
Put it on audio.
There's an old-style weather satellite in orbit below us. If I could bounce off it, I could get some good views. I've got it.
Tie us in.
Hide in, sir.
You see it. His name is Mike, and what he does every single time, the live, the videos, what he does is he smashes that like. So do like Mike and be like Mike and smash the like. Before we start this one, there has been a monumental movement in the tragedy pimp agenda. I would need somebody to get It's a Mood over here, possibly, if you'd be so kind. If she can go in the chat, in the description, I tagged her. So, on tonight's plan, I'll call Don Wells to ask him a few things that was said in old Ziggy's live, old Zigster. We'll have to review Ziggy, and I told you guys a few things about Ziggy, and nobody knew it. Nobody understood. Nobody believed. White boy doesn't lie. Even my haters don't say that I lie. But I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you about old Zigster. And look, it wasn't like I did this hellified research or anything. Hey, look, Circle Jerks blessed me a long time ago. Long time ago. But they were on one mission to do one thing, but I listened to people when they talk. And I was key factors were getting said, which I've also said. Okay? The bone collector, if you will. The one in school, like third grade or so, who's sitting there and the teacher's teaching about nutrition, talking about you are what you eat, and the Zigster, the soon-to-be YouTube influencer and kick hot tub star says, "Mom, can you grab me some Airheads? Can you grab me a box of Airheads?" We'll get into it, people. We're going to get into Pandrew versus Doug. We're going to get into the psychotic lady, who I did not say what her name was, but her name is Tina. Oh, her name is Tina. And we're going to get into a little bit of, there's been somebody on a warpath. I don't know who this person is, but he's been sabotaged. Maybe it's a she. It could be trans. I don't know. Maybe pronouns. Maybe pronouns. They've been sabotaging lives left and right. There's been someone on a warpath. I have not a clue who this person is. But they've been jumping in lives, hitting links even, and talking about Benny Key's penis. And if he rubs one out or not. We got the clips. We got the receipt. We got the wells. Before we go any further, there's something that you need to see. And there's a message that I need to give the creator who took the time, spent the money to make us have an advantage on the tragedy pimps of YouTube. And it's very important that you guys get It's a Mood over here if possible. If she's busy, that's fine. I tagged her. If she doesn't jump into live, that's cool too, as long as she sees it. I need her to hear my message to her. It's funny how the world works. It really is. Today I did a video about a woman who lost her child. And Florida has a hidden law, and there's a petition there as well. And in conversation with this woman, I now understand how bills get passed. And you may not understand this or not, but it takes a petition to get a certain amount of signatures to then get presented to your House representative. And there's a process after that, which I would like to help It's a Mood with. Now, if you don't know who It's a Mood is, let me give you a quick backstory. It's a Mood was dating Dolly Vision. Okay. Yes, the same Dolly Vision that allegedly porked Andra. Well, that's my opinion, allegedly. But if you would like to hear maybe some in-depth details about that theory, if you will, everybody has theories. You might want to check It's a Mood out, who was dating Dolly and who kind of broke down that he creeped on her and took a trip out here and found the text messages. Let's just say allegedly is a light way to put it. And also, It's a Mood came out, said that she was with Dolly, and these turtle morons attacked this woman and said, no, you're lying, clout chaser, no, this and that, to the point where she's at the courthouse showing court documented restraining orders and whatever have you, just to prove these turtles wrong. Now, some of the turtles are such, Dolly supporters that they're going beyond the court. Now you're talking to somebody who's going up and over a legal document. You can't fix stupid is what they say. But it's not about what she said. You may not know that. In the description box, you'll find her link. It's what she's doing, which is more than a lot are. Anybody can crank a live up about trashy pimps. It takes another person to take it to the next level. And for that, we will show what's going on. I will give you my message to It's a Mood. Politically, I will tell her I'm trying to guide her through this, because as of today, I learned how to pass a bill. And if you can recall, a few weeks ago, me at Damaged Goods with No Regrets, we were just sitting with our congressman on her channel, Wifey's channel. So let's kind of give a quick recap of what's going on, and then I'll continue the menu. Okay? Feel free to donate. I got no problem and no shame in my game. If you want to support this channel, listen, just so it's clear, this is cyberbullying channel. Advocate for cyberbullying. I help families in missing kid cases. I sleep perfect at night. Perfect at night. If you want to donate, I have no problem not only bullying the bully, but pimping the pimp. I have not a problem with that. Okay, feel free to. Cash App, Super Chat, and all that other stuff that all the YouTubers say. You know how to do it. Utilize it. But you should know where the like button is. At least do that. Let's get a listen of this.
who I felt was vile, I then learned just how dangerous he really was. On this journey, I discovered there were more just like him. A whole cesspit of despicable alleged advocates that are referred to as the tragedy pimps. These tragedy pimps exploit the missing and murdered, as well as their families, for monetary gain. Man, are they bringing in the dough? Why doing so, subscribers, viewers, and anyone else who objects could be and has been subjected to harassment, doxing, threats, and real life antics. These tragedy pimps are building financial empires without any regard to the victims, as they leave a trail of hurt and heartache. All the while, their dollar signs go ka-ching in the form of super chats, cash apps, Venmo, PayPal, and wish lists. Their true purpose is not victim advocation. Their only purpose is for donations to live a plush and pampered life through grifting. The misfortune, the misinformation being spewed has hindered law enforcement efforts and wasted tax dollars while also bringing about a revolution. As victims continue to speak out about their injustices and atrocities afflicted on social media, their voices are being heard. What we are truly aiming for is to help their voices be sung from the rooftops for all to hear. Now, this is a huge step and undertaking. We have been working with the handful, but going forward, we hope that we will all stand together and finish what has already been started. As we continue going forward, we will work in the community and on social media platforms to bring national and global awareness to a growing issue. By donations so far, we've been able to afford to file for nonprofit status, obtain a USPS address, buy a phone number, obtain a domain, buy an email, and acquire a physical address.
Okay, just so you're understanding so far, what she's getting at is either there was something copyrighted, official, trademarked official, or having an official nonprofit group. I'm unsure. I was invited to the stream. It's a mood. I apologize to you for not being in the stream. You do know that I'm not a professional panhandler. We have talked about this. I do work. However, I hope this makes it up. Do we have a confirmation if she is in the chat? If not, it is fine. Just like she is in the chat. It's a mood. I have a very important message for you after this plays. I'm going to stop your live in just a second, and no problem. Please let me mod you. You should be a mod. Yeah, I modded you a long time ago, I believe. But I got rogue robots. I think they're trashy pimp robots. So let me do this. You were a mod. I did not take your wrench. We just got it handled. Let's continue.
I look forward to addressing political parties and inquiring if there is any assistance and or guidance that can be provided going forward. We aim to do justice to the movement and look forward to any feedback given and any assistance provided.
Okay, that's where I'm gonna kind of jump in right here. I will smash a like. I'm already subscribed if you see the screen right here, and I will share this. Before I share this, I have something on my clipboard that I kind of want to share. So mods, please grab this. Mods, please grab this because I have to get her link for this. I need this for my next point. Now, this is It's a Mood's channel. Again, it's in the description box. We've had her on before. We've talked about her before. As you can see, It's a Mood. If you want to come up, I actually would love if you would just jump up for. I don't need you for too long. I don't want to tie you up. I would love if you would just jump up for 5 to 10 minutes because I just learned of something today, and I can actually help you. I can actually help you, okay? And I really want to. And by saying that, It's a Mood, Let me explain it. I learned today the process of how bills get made. Okay. And it's not a difficult process. It does start with what you've done. Okay. But I'm no stranger, okay, to politics and stuff. And politics are tricky and people don't understand how this goes. So I just want to extend an olive branch to you. And if you can't jump up, let me know. Well, let me ask, before I drop the link, can you jump up for a minute? I just want to tell you this so you understand it. We are going to collab. Okay. Does this mean she can't do it? You don't have to put your camera on. I just need you for 2 minutes. I just want to explain something to you. What did she say? She said, please sign, drop the link. Cool. All right. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. This is very good. I'm going to then delete that link. Yes, please share her petition. It's very important. It's very important. Okay. Let me know when you, yes, absolutely. I'm actually going to replace my pinned comment with yours. That's what I'm going to do. How do I do that? Okay, replace pinned message. Bam. Alrighty. So we'll wait for her to jump on real fast, and we'll go ahead with the program, because the program tonight is going to be talking about Ziggy and her shenanigans. Alrighty. Hey.
Hello.
What's going on? I'm very proud of you, and I know that you had a very important live plan. And I apologize. First off, I apologize for not being in your live, because I know that you did invite me, but I work, and it's just tough. You know how it is with YouTubers. You support them. You can't make all lives. You know what I mean?
No problem. I know bills got to be paid.
Yeah. So I listened to that live, and I wanted to open up with it because I'm going to be talking about a family that's getting affected here on YouTube, as you know, the Wells. And I've more than had your back on, this guy Dolly. And ironically, he jumps in the beginning when I go live. He likes to jump over here and try to troll. But I guarantee you, he's watching now, but he won't show his face when she's on the screen.
Oh, he's watching everybody. After he went on his rant this morning, he jumped on Crimes and Fashions, tried to start some mess there. Like he's trying to stir the pot as much as he can wherever he can.
Okay, so what I'd like to tell you is okay, there she is. What I'd like to tell you is I did a video today. Thank you, Stone C. I appreciate this very much. What I would like to tell you is this, okay? Today I did a video for a mother, and this mother, she had to deal with something called the free kill law, okay? The free kill law. And what that is it's a hidden law in Florida. I did a video, and unfortunately on YouTube, like the important videos get the less amount of views, but the drama ones get more amount of views. I don't know. It's just the way that it goes. But there's a hidden law in Florida where her daughter got into a car accident and they diagnosed her with a brain injury when in fact she had internal bleeding the whole time. But because she was 25 and younger and she was single and she didn't have any kids, there's a law in Florida where the mother cannot hold the hospital and doctor accountable. It's called free kill law, mods. The link that I ask you to drop that you're going to need in a minute, this is the time to drop it. I want 2 petitions signed from everybody in this chat and everybody watching the replay. I want Mrs. signed, and I want this free kill law signed. Let's make it happen, people. Let's make it happen, okay? I signed both. It's not hard. And look, if you're afraid of getting doxxed or something like that, just so you understand, when you sign a petition, if you have a valid email behind you, okay, and an established email, you can put Bill Johnson on the petition signature because they're recognizing that you are somebody. How are you somebody? Is it the first and last name that you put? No. It's whatever you put attached to your email. So don't be scared to sign it because you think that you're going to get doxxed or something, or maybe Dolly finds out or whatever these things are. Sign these petitions. It's free. It takes 2 seconds.
And you can keep your anonymity.
Yes. Let me tell-
100%.
So, Missa, as I'm interviewing this woman, okay, and helping her with this cause, she tells me how a bill is passed. Because she tells me that she's reached out to politicians and they want to help her, but let me explain to you how this is going to go. I'm very proud of you, by the way. Your petition needs, I believe it's 5,000 signatures. I could be wrong, might be 10. But once you have either or of the numbers, you can then bring it to your House representative. Okay. Now, after that, this is exactly what she told me. There's something called how do bills get passed? It's called sponsoring a bill. And what needs to happen, and why I put that picture of Byron Donalds and me on there, okay, is because I would help you all day with this, okay? All day. I support this guy. I know this guy. I attend his things, but he's a Republican in Florida, okay? How a bill gets passed is it has to get sponsored. So how it gets sponsored is you need a Republican and a Democrat to come together. This is why in the media you guys always hear bipartisan, bipartisan. They say that
bipartisan's the best way to go.
Yes. So how a bill gets passed is it gets sponsored by, it's an idea. You, the people, say, hey, this is wrong. I have this many people signing a petition because they agree with me that it's wrong, and I'm presenting it to you. It could be the guy on the screen, or it could be the Democrat. It doesn't matter who it is. Now, it'll take that guy on the screen or the other guy to then hear your argument, look at the signatures, hear your complaint, and talk to a Democrat, and they come forward and say, we would like to present this bill. We are sponsoring a new bill. So by me putting him on the screen, I, without a doubt, on my live right now, promise you that I will contact him in 0.1 seconds if you get the signatures.
Yes, I'm trying to get the signatures. From what I understand, we need at least 100,000 signatures for a bill or for a petition to really make any type of ripple with the congressmen or senators. What we're going to try to do on our webpage going forward, it's, as you see, if you clicked on the link, it's still under construction. What we aim to do is to put a hyperlink up there for every state. And then once you click on that state, it will list all your representatives, who you need to contact, how you need to contact them. We're going to try to give a script. So if you don't know what to say, you can just read the script and contact your state representative. If you want to email them or drop them a mail, we're going to have a pre-made letter. So that way you just got to fill in the congressman or senator's name, attach your signature. So going forward, to try to make it as easy as we can to do this.
It is so crazy that you just said that. You know why? The lady that I interviewed today who was teaching me this, I did a video earlier, okay? What I would really suggest you to do is, I think I tagged you in the video, the description, as a matter of fact. I did. You should contact this woman because she's been in contact with politicians about her daughter's situation, and she's trying to get people to sign this petition so they get rid of this law in Florida. Nobody knows about it unless your child dies and you fall in the categories of this bill. But my point is, it would be a good collab for you. For one, she is looking for YouTube creators to cover her story. Okay, because she believes social media has reach, and she's right. But I think if you guys connect, you don't have to do a video about it if you don't feel comfortable, but just by picking each other's brains, why I say that is because everything you just said with that pre-filled form and the hyperlink she is also done for herself and this petition. And I just think you guys are really thinking on the right track. And I would strongly suggest this. It's up to you. It's completely up to you.
No, I appreciate any help and any links. Someone had also reached out to me and said I should reach out to another family who's trying to have some legislation. Because if anything going forward, you know, maybe not the lady that you're talking about, but some of the other people that have reached out to me and said I should contact this one or that one, some of this could be all kind of piggyback together.
Yes.
And
No, absolutely.
I know you've reached out to me before about collabing, and I've been a little bit hesitant and still just trying to find my own movement in the current of YouTube and things like that. But now I feel like I've got a foothold that let me go ahead and reach out to him and let's talk. And, you know, I've watched you, I've watched Noel, I've supported you, I believe in what y'all are trying to do. But I just need to have my mission properly set before I felt I could come on somebody's panel and not just be that emotional ex or that crazy girlfriend, or, you know, I'm just trying to start things, or, you know, just whatever, however certain content creators might try to introduce me as.
No, mister, you listen, I want you to understand this. I'm talking to somebody who probably understand this to the fullest, but I don't trust too many YouTubers myself. I'm sure you can.
Boom, right there, exactly.
So I get it, okay, and I could chop this live up and I could make a separate video, which I probably will because I think this is important. And there's our collab right there. You keep your focus on your mission, and that's more important. As far as like the abuse that this scumbag done to you and stuff, I would recommend it'd be better said on Noelle's channel because that's what she likes to do. Abuse issues, relationship, all types of abuse. And there's two ladies talking about it. You know, as far as Dolly goes, there's not a thought in my mind that the internet, the true crime community knows that you're not lying. In the beginning, people did have their doubts, but you were so persistent until you destroyed that narrative. And to watch the person that you're speaking about totally backpedal and not address anything of you is has to say a lot in itself. And people see it. In my opinion, you know.
And I just want to say I appreciate you and Noel. Y'all have always been fair when you've shared my story, when you've shared any information I put out there. Y'all have always been welcoming. Your chat has always been welcoming.
Coolest chat in the game.
And I appreciate that. You don't have that everywhere you go in YouTube. Like if I went to certain people's chat, like their chat tries to chew me up and spit me out still to this day.
Yeah, I completely get that. I do have a cool chat. I tell them that all the time. I've had creators tell me that, and I appreciate that. All right, I don't want to make this any drama whatsoever, but I have one question in regards to Dolly. Okay, I've had a creator come on here. I don't know if you've watched it or you haven't watched it. You may already know this, or if you've seen it. I've had Gina Diamond come up lately, and I've tried to have her voice, spoken
be heard.
Yes, because like yourself and a few others, there is when these things were said about Gina, it was it was considered drama or considered shenanigans or not true, and I didn't know what to think about it at first.
Oh, I believe the way that it was written, the way that it was in capitals, the way that things were said, as soon as I seen the screenshots, I was like, oh, that is 100% totally legitimate.
Have you ever reached out to Gina?
She's been in my chat before. I've talked with her in other chats. I've given her support since she's coming out. There's no ill will there, but no, like she's never been on panel. I've never really reached out to anybody. You know, I've always got hesitant about trying to reach out to other content creators and stuff about doing collabs because, you know, I don't want to be misconstrued as like I'm in the drama, I'm in the drama, I'm in this, or I'm doing that. Because again,
No.
I'm still trying to find my own footing in the water.
I respect what you're saying, and I hear you, but I'll tell you this. Gina is super cool to talk to, and going back to what we were just talking about with like we don't trust YouTubers too much. Like that's not somebody who's gonna like you know how it is. Like they want to screenshot everything and record everything and turn it back on. That's not the party over here. So I would, and it's not about trauma and all that, in my opinion. You came out on the internet to expose somebody, and it got thrown back on you. And in my opinion, I think that Gina is part of the story. And it seems like there's a little bit there, but it seems like both parties are like. It seems to me like you guys support each other from afar, but maybe you both are kind of hesitant to do that. So I'll help you. Would you like me to help you connect with her?
Yes, I'm open to talking to anybody. I'll talk to anybody. I'll email anybody. I'll listen to anybody. And then again, I think I've been more hesitant before trying to find that footing. Universe had a plan for me before I even realized what that plan is. And now, right now, I found the plan and I'm rolling with it and I'm trying to put it out there. And, I've got to get over I don't want to, associate. I don't want to go on panels. I've got to get over some of that fear. And I've got to learn to have a little bit of the trust of people, to have trust for the people that I'm asking to trust me.
Hey, listen, I just want to tell you what you're going through is normal. First off, when you do YouTube, it's weird. It can be uncomfortable. It could be, you have to get comfortable with it. You know what I mean? But second off, once you get comfortable on the camera or whatever, you go through this like little period where it's difficult because what we're talking about with YouTubers and stuff like that. And it's the subscribers know this, what we're talking about as well, but it's just difficult when you do it because there's people that you may want to talk to and stuff, but you always have this kind of like, this weird feeling in your head that like they're going to be part of, that crowd, and it's, but you just have to, it's my advice is it's a big game of chess. That's really what YouTube is, man. When they say it's the land of the slime, they're not lying. And, but that's why, with all that being said, if I'm telling you, if you reach out to Gina, it would be a good collab for you. It'd be part of your story. And I'm live now. I'm not going to edit this or anything. I feel as though she would not do that to you, backstab and reverse.
Well, what I would like to do, like I'm completely open to that, but what I would like to do eventually one time, and even if it's you and Noel on a speaker call, conference call, however you want to phrase it, I would be open to that, to just between people I've supported more often and who has supported me longer, to like, let's just chat it up a little bit on the side, kind of make,
Sure.
get on the same basis, what we're trying to do, where I can go with this. And you know what, that way we can just make more of the impact than maybe kind of going in blind.
Yeah, I get it. 100%. Do you I'll have Noel maybe reach out to you. We'll figure something out. Mods, I want the link dropped. If you could, every 5 minutes of the live tonight. Please, guys, just because the mods are posting it, don't look at it. Click the link. It takes, listen, whenever I sign a petition on any of those websites, it's so easy because once you do it, it'll ask you, do you want to donate? You don't have to donate. Then it says, do you want to share this petition? You can share it or don't share it. And then it brings you to another set of petitions, and you just hit a check or an X. So you could literally sign this petition right here and sign 50 more in the matter of 2 minutes, if even that.
Yes,
If
most
even,
definitely. And a lot of these petitions on there, like you don't even realize they're out there and what the movement is. But when you start reading on that page, you're like, oh, this is a good one. Oh my
yeah,
God, this is great. This touches my heart.
yeah, you have not a clue what people are trying to get going on. Like you're absolutely right. I mean, there's all types of, it's all over the world, all types of causes, animals, schools, parks, like it's crazy.
Wildlife, animals,
Yeah,
everything.
100%. So, real quick before I have you jump down, I said 5 to 10,000, and you said when you first came on 100,000. If I'm being honest, I don't know the exact number, but when I did the research, I think it's even on change.org. I think it says.
Now, but when you go to the whitehouse.org, it says for a petition to be considered credible and for someone to truly hear it out on their website, it says 100,000 signatures.
Really? Okay, maybe, but I think that may be something like presidential or something high up, or maybe they're having that number there for a reason. But did you see the change.org number?
But at the same time, regardless, y'all, just go out and sign these petitions if your heart's in them. The more signatures these petitions have, the more movement, the more momentum, the more signatures they get. When you're on a change.org, and I'm just going to put this out there. So like I got my first 5 signatures, and then you can go public. And then you get this many, then you get this many points on change.org. When you get this many, you get so many points on change.org. So the more signatures you get, the more points you have that you can in turn turn around for advertising revenue where change.org is putting your petition out there for you. So right now we're like at 48 signatures, right? And change.org gave me 625 views on my petition that they're going to put out there for me, that I get 625 views on it to advertise it for me.
So I was doing some research for what I'm about to talk about next, this lady Ziggy, and I was listening to a channel called Crazy Critter Farms. You ever heard of them?
I have heard of them. I've never checked them out, but somebody that's in my circle watches them and really kind of likes them.
I think the person on your circle hit the link tonight. Well, I know, I'm pretty sure they went on the panel and they said that they support you and that you have this petition, and they were urging her subscribers. I think she has like 10,000 subscribers to sign the petition. I didn't hear the ending of it, but I could confirm with you that that person, shout out to you, whoever you were, did hit the link and did kind of, put that out there while she was live.
And this is one thing I want to also put out to people now. I don't know about the lady with the no-kill bill or trying to get the no-kill bill in Florida passed.
Sure.
I know as far as my bill goes, or on my webpage, if you want to tell a story, we can keep your anonymity. If you want the story to be put out there, we can share your name. Like, you want to be an anonymous donor, go ahead. We already have anonymous backers. We already have an attorney that does legislative law that's going to try to help us write our bill. Well, not try to help us write our bill, but help write the bill. And things like that. But these people want to remain anonymous. You can do help and help the greater good with these bills and these people. Not everybody wants to exploit and say, oh, White Boy Lockdown Radio did this and said this to me and yada, yada, yada. No, I've got a contributor on the side who's given me information to move this forward that I appreciate. Thank you. You know who you are. Not everything has to be put out there.
100% agree with that. Yes. All right. Last question to you, Missa. Dolly Vision. The people that subscribe to Dolly Vision, channel number 1 or 2, the people that have argued with him, have beef with him, the people that are friends with him, the subscribers, the haters. Dolly Vision, Dolly, the man people see on YouTube. You, as a woman who unfortunately are going through a little bit of abuse from him post breakup, as when you were with him, is the person that we see on YouTube, Dolly Vision, the person that we watch on YouTube, Dolly, is
Okay,
that
so
in person in real life?
this is a great question because I've said no before. I've said what you see is just a characterization. Well, I'm going to help reiterate that fact more with when he tried to take Savage to court and get the restraining order against her. And she's talking about him. And he tells the judge, who I am on YouTube is just a character I portray.
I remember that.
It's just a character I portray. Now, mind you, people, going forward to these content creators who act so righteous, who act so holy. Oh, they're victim advocates. They're doing advocation. They're this. They're trying to help solve these crimes. I'm going to say the majority of them would also say they are creators they portray. Or your characters they portray.
Absolutely. I've said that so many times in my lives. It is so refreshing to hear you say that. I know, I don't know who Dolly is. He's like tried to come over here and troll me. I've completely roasted him. But I know what's weird is like I know Andra. Not maybe not as good as Dolly, but me and my wife we were out there with.
You've seen enough to see the true colors.
Yes, ma'am. And I have told the internet this countless times, and I think when you say that, people in a spot like for me or you saying it, it comes off like we're being negative or
we're being a hater. We're the roaches. What are we called now? The leeches or something?
Yeah, something like that. But as time progresses and goes forward, the truth will always prevail, and people will get so mad when they hear you or me say, "Hey, that's not how Molly or Andra acts," or "Hey, that's not how Dolly is. He's like this. They're like this." They'll get mad at right then and there and really say mean things, this and that, and flock right back over to those channels and fully support. But every tragedy pimp has the same timeline. At some point in time, the people subscribed will get fed up, upset with who they were yelling at us about, and then they will come back and be like, you know what, you were right. Because just when they fall out with whoever it is, they realize the words that we said, and it's almost like they feel stupid and they come back. I never block those people.
Never.
That's kind of
not unless they're truly disrespectful in chat.
Yeah, I'm not mad at those people because I understand it. To me, it's funny where how could I tell you anything about Dolly? I can't. I cannot tell you anything about Dolly. You know why? Well, I guess I could, but I can't argue with you about how Dolly is in real life, or what type of man he is, or what type of boyfriend he is, or does he tip the waiter, or does he how much is he the type of dude that fills half the tank up or the whole tank up, put $2 in it? I can't have these debates with you because I have to listen to learn, right? I'd be ignorant to tell you who dated him, who could tell me how much he tips waiters and waitresses, how he is at the gas station. You could tell me that, but that's the difference with this blind loyalty on YouTube, where people will get behind somebody and they just go full in. And it's very, it's not only strange, it's I don't have a word for it. How would you describe that?
I think that it's just people aren't aware of who they are. And since I've been out here talking about Dolly, I've never once asked nobody to not donate to him. I've never asked nobody to never not watch him, to never become friends with him, to never have a relationship or anything, but use it as a public service announcement to just know who you're lying in bed with when you deal with him.
Right on. All right.
Just be mindful. Keep your brain open. And also, I do just want to address like with content creators, because everybody's like, oh, well, you're friends with this content creator and you support them and they support you, but they did this. At the same time, some of these content creators, it's kind of like family. We may not like everything that everybody says, that everybody does, everywhere that they go on YouTube and stuff like that. But if our main goal is the same, yeah, sometimes just like a brother and sister, we overlook those annoying aspects because we're family and our heart is in the same place.
Absolutely. All right, so you have the petition, people. Let's get that thing signed. And listen, please, if I can help you bring this, when it comes to the point where it seems like we don't know the number of signatures yet, but once you get maybe a little bit more research done or whatever, once you get to this amount of signatures where you think you could present it, do not be a stranger. Reach out to me and Noel. I would be
and honestly, I see Noel's in the chat. Hey, prayers for your mom. But I really look forward to talking to y'all sooner than that maybe you can just help me navigate these waters a little bit more, because yeah, I'm over here with some of these people and nothing wrong with these people. They're great people. They've helped me so much. But as I'm expanding in YouTube and these waters, any assistance provided can only be good assistance. And let's just all help each other for the greater good, to see things change on YouTube and people's real lives, just any way that we can help them at all.
right on. All right, Mister. Listen, Noel, please drop the number so she can give you a text.
Or just email it. You know, me and her have emailed.
We got one signature. Thank you, James. Yeah, we'll just if you drop off real fast, just chit chat with Noel. She'll connect with you, and we'll give you as much possible help as we can. But I appreciate you jumping on. People in the chat, pin comment, sign the petition, sub up to It's a Mood. If you can't find her channel or whatever, you're having problems, I got that covered too. Go to the description. The link is right there. I'll bring you right there. You hit subscribe. Bam, bitty, boom, boom. Easy peasy. All right, Miss.
I appreciate y'all so much.
Not a problem.
And everybody in chat, thank you for giving me the time to speak, for y'all to listen, to let my voice be heard and the voices of everybody else I'm speaking for.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Good night.
Night.
All right, guys. I hope you guys do sign that petition. This was I think that she hasn't dropped off. I'm gonna boot you. It's not okay. She did. So that was kind of last minute. Wasn't on the menu. I did jump in her live last weekend, and she told me the 3rd was big news. So whatever, we got it handled. I would appreciate everybody not only sign that petition, but watch the video earlier with Miss Cindy. Cindy is the name for the night. Why? Cindy is the person who you should sign the petition for, sign It's a Mood's petition. And also Cindy, if we can recall, got ripped off by the Zigster for thousands of dollars. And that's what we're going to head into next. Ziggy, the Zigster, the moron, the lady who found a butterscotch wrapper in the woods and said it was a bones, like the trailer says. This moron, I told you guys months ago, this lady was over on Kick, doing hot tub streams, right? She wasn't doing hot tub streams. She was hanging out with the creators that are, right? I told you guys a long time ago. On Kick, she was hanging out with creators. If you're not unfamiliar with what a hot tub stream is, thank you. I appreciate that very much. If you're unfamiliar, what it is it's these women. And not for nothing, but usually they're attractive. Some can be busted like Ziggy, yes, but what they do is they're manipulating, and I can't say exploiting. I can't even say that they're manipulating. What these girls do on Twitch and Kick, not so much YouTube, is they are, what's the phrase? What is it? Cali girl? You're a Cali girl? What's the airhead phrase? Cali girl? They're like, okay, guys, well, I think I'm going to do some squats. Squats. Okay? You guys want to see me do some squats? Yeah? And they got a bikini on and a thong on, and they're trying to get the people watching them to donate $5-10 so said chick with big titties and ass could say, oh, well, I got a 5 spot. It's time for 5 squats. Then me, who would be her, would stand up, turn around, bust it open, and do 5 to 10 squats. Sit back down, and then think of something else to do. And while she's thinking of what to do for monetary amount, they're doing all the old school moves. One of these, just to put the titties out there. When they check the comments, one of these. Get the cleavage right, lean in. They're doing all the basic moves. Ziggs has been hanging out in all these creators' chat rooms over on Kick. I told you guys this months ago. And then what comes next? Well, what comes next is Ziggy, old Zigster, decides, I'm going to do, I think it'd be a good idea because I don't watch It's a Mood. Because I'm on the internet as Ziggy and I'm an advocate. It's a Mood is lying. She's a nutcase. But I watch Dolly, and I think what he's doing is good. And because I have no original ideas, because on my YouTube channel, I cannot let the Summer Wells case go. I've actually got 15,000 subscribers off this little girl. I don't think I'm just going to copy this hot chick over here and try to be friends with her. I don't like Benny Keys. I kind of want to suck Benny Keys. Well, I think I'll do we'll copy Dolly's on Island. Yeah, that'll be fun. But what I'm going to do is, I've been learning that these chicks in these streams, we're going to incorporate a Summer Wells little naked stream, if you will. I'm going to put her on the thumbnail and use her hashtag. And I might even say my boobs will be showing or something like that, or maybe I'll bust it open. But you got to answer for me first. With a super chat. At least the chicks on Twitch and Kick, at least they're straight up saying, hey, look, like I respect the hustle. It's not my thing, but I respect it. They're like, hey man, look, I'm gonna bust it open and do 5 squats, okay, or 6 jumping jacks for the 10-piece. Hey, that's fine. You know why? They're simps watching somebody and they're wanting to pay that. But come on now, if you put a little minor in there, like she's such an airhead. She couldn't pick up that they're doing it because they know that the guys watching them want to see the creator do the jumping jacks, show the cleavage, bust it open, do squats. Like, what part of that was confusing? What part? Instead, because you're obsessed with the Summer case, you use Summer in the island. It is insanity, people. It is insanity. But she interviewed Fred Hill's wife. Now, for the record, Mrs. Hill, girlfriend, whatever you are, I have to tell you. Somebody send this to her, please, with the timestamp. Look here. Ziggy interviewed your man, okay? And all I can tell you is, lady, when she was in jail, when you were in jail, hey, man, the dude's talking about, I love you, baby. I love you. It ain't my word. Don't take my word for it. That would be your man's. Now, I don't know what's up with that. Personally, from someone who's done time before, I'd feel some type of way if I'm getting out, right? And I'm finding out like there's this dude, right? And he's talking to my old lady and he's sending her money and she's talking about she loves him. Man, shit. Something's fishy. And look, Miss Hill, apparently there's a sex tape out there. Okay, it's on check out Prairie Garden's channel. She put it, she dirty deleted, right? Speaking of Prairie Garden, real fast, before we do any more and review the Ziggy thing, there has been a bandit on these YouTube streets. And the person is out of control. Out of control. They're interrupting lives. Okay, I'm going to show you. We need to figure this out. And then I'm going to call Don and Candace and get to the bottom of this stuff. But look here, people. There's a bandit out there. Let me show you what's been going on. Have you guys seen this? Let me show you. There's a bandit out there. I don't know what's going on with this, people. It's getting out of control.
Hey, Tina.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
I agree with you.
I appreciate that.
Do you have a PayPal?
Excuse me. Chat. Somebody block Janice. Block her. Why does she have a voice? Janice is a moron. Janice has been watching Tina and Prayer Garden and Justice for Nobody and Doug. It's not my problem. Janice is in here. Okay. Attacking a family who the police have not arrested. Okay. I just had a guest on who is trying to make a political impact with a petition against tragedy pimps, which would include Janice. Okay. Why, mods, if you have a wrench, utilize that motherfucker. Utilize it, please. Utilize that motherfucker. Utilize it. Utilize it. Let's have a listen. Somebody is doing, there's a bandit out there. I don't know who it is, but they're just interrupting live streams. There's somebody out there, and I don't know what they're doing. We have to figure out who this is.
No. I'm sorry, I don't.
How do I support your channel?
We only have super stickers and super chats here.
Oh. Okay, so I'm Tina, and the problem is I think everything you said tonight in the last 3 months are so right. And I think that did you rub one out to Benny Keith picture with his penis?
No.
Did you guys hear this? Do you guys see what's going on here? There's a bandit out here. Who is this guy? It might be a girl. I don't know. Let's have another listen at that. Did you guys hear this?
Don't hurt them. Put up a few in horrific. No, I'm sorry, I don't. Everything. Hey, Tina.
Hello.
Who is
Hello?
this? Who is this?
Hi.
Hi.
Who does it sound
I
like?
agree with you.
I appreciate that.
Do you have a PayPal?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
How do I support the channel?
We only have super stickers and super chats here.
Oh. Okay, so I'm Tina, and
Who is
the problem is, I think everything you said tonight and the last 3 months are so right. And I think that, did you rub one out to Benny Keith picture with his penis?
No.
Thinking it was-
All right, this bandit. The bandit is on the loose. Look, he shrunk again. I don't know who it is, but let's have another look. There's another. Apparently, the bandit hit the Tragedy Pimp channel, Swear Garden from Australia, one more time. I'm trying to figure out who it is. I have a theory. They all have theories with Summerall's case. We just booted Janice out for her ridiculous theory she cannot back up. But apparently, we have it again. Who done it? The who done it? The who done it? Who is this person doing this? I want to know. It has to stop. It must stop.
The CPS is important, what you're talking about tonight, Pear Garden. I've been watching you a long time.
Absolutely.
I think that it's the system is messed up because there could be many other options to use, and I mean, what you're talking about tonight is so important to so many cases. And I think that, what was that, Perry? Even when you rub him out to Benny Key's penis, it's like, it's so important that we do it because
No,
the CPS,
it's not,
it's very important.
I agree. I agree.
okay.
Something has to be done.
Whoever the
Something has to be done.
massive troll is. So this troll is such good at infiltrating chats and disguising its voice. Okay, it has infiltrated Swear Garden of Australia's twice. Now, the first time, Swear Garden kind of picked up on it and gave it a boot, but the troll is so good. The troll is so talented that it was able to infiltrate and just get a whole and shoot a whole Benny Keith's cock joke right on live in front of 500. And she said, the troll actually had the Tragedy Pimp say, I agree. People, this is out of control. Let's have a listen one more time. This is out of control, people.
So important that we do it because the CPS, it's very important.
I agree. I agree. Something has to be done. Something has to be done in order for these children to get the care that they. You know what's cool? What's cool is getting your ass educated. You know what's cool?
Important what you're talking about tonight, Pear Garden. I've been watching you a long time.
Listen.
Absolutely.
Who is this?
I think that the system is messed up because there could be many other options to use, and I mean, what you're talking about tonight is so important to so many cases. And I think that, what was that, Perry? Even when you rub them out to Benny Key's penis, it's like it's so important that we do it because the CPS it's very important.
I agree.
Okay, she agrees with it. She agrees with it.
I agree.
This troll has to be stopped. I'm not really sure who it is, what they're up to, but it's out of control, actually. It's not polite. It's not funny. Okay. It is disrespectful. And whoever this guy is, woman is, they just need to stop this behavior because it's just, it's a bit much and it's getting out of control. It's a little bit over the top and we have to stop it. So whoever was trolling this tragedy pimp lady, swear garden of Australia, it's not funny. It's not funny. And it has to stop. Now, my prediction and what I think, my theory, if you will, they all have theories, right? My theory, okay, for 2 years now, I think it might be Doug from Kick. I'm pretty sure it might be him. I don't think it's this guy, okay? But I'm leaning more towards Doug with the broom named Pedro, but I can't be too sure about the situation. But it has to stop. It's a bit much, okay? Now let's get into Ziggy's stream, the Zigster. A couple key parts here. Ziggy has Fred Hill on, Fred Hill's wife on, fresh out of jail, if you will, and they come up with a theory. Couple key points on here, and then we're gonna get to Pandrew. Anybody subscribe to Andrew Hiltz, whatever his name is, don't have the greatest relationship with him. Okay. I don't like the way that he made a live and the kid gets out the shower and asks for a towel and they don't have a towel made. And it's very evident that he told the kid to air dry. And listen, it is what it is. That's just me calling it out. Is there any substance regarding Summer with that situation? No. But he's been in speculation and he has speculation support on the both sides of the Summer Wells thing. This is a man whose son is Hunter. Doug is streaming him and totally attacks his kid, claiming he's a gang member, all this. And Pandrew kind of clapped back and fired back. And I respect him for that. Later in the live, when I talk about this stuff, if you're subscribed to Pandrew or Andrew, I'd like to put the beef between us to the side. So we're going to end the live with that, okay? I want to say that if you are subscribed to him and he wants to hit the link tonight as I review this stuff, because I'm sticking up for him, we can go ahead and hash it out. I'd like to bury it, and I'll get to why why I even have a thing with Andrew. I'll get to that, but I'd like to do it with Andrew, face to face. Okay, either he's going to see the video getting sent to him, or he'll hit the link. Either way, it's fine. Before that, and we also have Tina. Now we know about Tina, the lady who over-sexualizes Summer. Probably one of the creators, Janice, who got thrown out of the chat. Janice probably is subscribed to Tina. We're gonna expose Tina just a tad. But before we do this, we have to watch this information that Ziggy, who has absolutely zero content. If it's not Summer Wells, she has absolutely zero content. Zero. She has a second channel where she'll read your tarot cards, okay, for $99.99. She'll tell you what month you were born, and if there's a woman in your life. Can't tell you if it's your mother, your sister, your daughter, or your niece, but she'll tell you there's a woman. And she'll even go as far as tell you what race the woman is. I mean, she knows who you are. Let's have a look at Ziggy, Detective Bone Finder, Bone Collector. and heard live with Fred Hill's wife. And then let's call Don and Candace. Okay, there's a lot here. Okay, here we go. So the first thing we want to do is 1950. 1950. We're going first. So at 1950, she is talking about, wait for it, the blue couch.
Be the best. It could be a blessing in disguise. I hope.
I told him that there wasn't nothing there. I think that's the name of it.
Have a listen.
And what was it? Was it to get money? Was it to?
Yeah.
So if he, okay. I would. Does Laura know if Fred carried a couch off for Dawn and Candace?
No, he did not.
No, I don't think he's that. Because Dawn tried to come up there.
He didn't do anything for them.
Yeah. Since Dawn's got out this time, have you guys seen him? Or was it just that one time when he tried to?
He came up there to the house right after he got out of jail, before Fred went to jail.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him that there wasn't nothing there. I hadn't seen or heard nothing, and Fred was in bed to kick rocks.
So what was he asking? Like if you had heard anything?
Yeah, I want to know if we heard anything about his little girl.
Oh, he probably just wants information to know what the cops know. I believe in common law partners.
Yes.
Huh?
I swear, as God's my witness, Fred did not give me no $400. There was $60 in his wallet. It makes me so mad, man.
He said 300. No, I don't even know where 400 is. It sounds like the sisters are talking about a previous arrest. About 400 or something. But
they're crazy.
Okay. So clearly, when Ziggy tries to sneak in and back up the blue couch thing with whoever Laura is, the lady shoots it down immediately. Real fast with this theory. I've made fun of it and stuff. A lot of people grip onto it. But here's reality, okay? I just texted Don about the call. I have to do it soon because I don't want to get too late now. Look, okay. I used to work for Waste Management. I've got a video on YouTube where when Quentin Simon went missing, I put it out there of how hard it would be to find that baby. Thank God that they did. It's got a lot of views, like 35,000 or something like that. Garbage. I was a garbage man. Not only was I a garbage man for Waste Management, but I did bulk garbage, okay? I did bulk garbage. Matter of fact, I say it in the Quentin Simon video, which was done months ago, okay? I had a route when I worked for Waste Management. I worked for Waste Management and I worked for Waste Pro. And I also worked for another third-party garbage company that no one would even understand. No one would know who it was if I said it. I've been in the sanitation business for a long time. Okay, not anymore, but I was for a long time. When I was in bulk garbage, what bulk garbage is in Florida is there's a separate day that you put your stuff out to the curb for couches, for desks, for beds, for big bulky items. You guys know how it is. You call the garbage place, you say, hey man, I got a big ass, I just moved. I throw a whole bunch of crap out by the curb. There's a big pile. You gotta let the garbage company know that there's a big, massive pile, more than you would put in your can. That's what White Boy did. Okay. My point to me telling you all this is two things. Once, just so you understand, I did this once. One time, it was me and this dude Jeff, and we threw a whole bunch of chemicals away that these people put for bulk garbage. And I was driving, we were team driving, which means I drive for an hour, he throws. He drives for an hour, I throw. Vice versa. So I was driving, he was throwing. But when it's a couch or something, I got to get out and go help him get it in there. So we pulled to this house, and these people throw a lot of shit out. And we're like, we both work really fast. I liked working with him because he was just as fast as White Boy was. And we want to go home as soon as possible. So, especially with this company because they pay good. So we throw a bunch of shit back there, and I don't know what we thrown back there. But whatever it was hits the back of the garbage can. We run the hopper. It mixes. There's hydraulic oil all over a garbage truck because those things are used and abused. Kind of like Ziggy's, not vagina, but her credit card habits. Okay, stick with me. So we throw it back there, and something catches fire. Right? I fucking freak out because it starts spreading fast. Right? Fast. So we jump in the truck. We tried to find the fire thing. We couldn't find it. There was none. We jump in the truck. We call the boss on the radio. We tell him the truck's on fire. I'm going down this street. I know that there's a truck. There's a church down the street. I pull in real fast. I was so scared because if you know what a garbage truck is, you know that there's hoses everywhere. This thing has hydraulic oil everywhere. It holds a lot of gasoline, diesel. Everything's flammable and it's already burning. So I'm driving down a back street. I'm going like 90. Felt like. I pull into the truck. We hop out real fast. Now it's 10 times scarier because the fire went from the back of the bed to the middle of the bed. The middle of the bed. At the beginning of the bed, we're going to blow up. And if you wonder why I'm scared, Google garbage trucks exploding on YouTube. Have a look. So I'm petrified. But I got to the church. We got to crank the handles on the side. He's got this side, and I got this side. We do it every day when we go to the dump. We do it every day. But the metal handles are fire hot. It's hot steel. So when I grab it, oh, it's burning. I go and get gloves. Put them on. He's doing the same thing. We're yelling and we're scared. He's over here. I'm over here. We crank the fucking handle. I jump back in. I eject the load. I dump the load in the fire. I drive forward. I save Waste Management $300,000. They give me a $25 gift card and say, thanks, Matt. But the cops are coming and the ambulance is coming. And the fire department. They put everything out. Sorry, church. I just put 10 tons of shit in your parking lot. My bad. My point to me telling you this is I know garbage. I know garbage. All about it. This blue couch theory is so moronic because for the people who believe that Don and Candace Wells, the criminal masterminds that they are, whatever happened to Summer in these people's heads, they didn't want to go to jail, so they stuffed Summer in a blue couch. And they took the couch to the dump. We'll look here. Or wait, let me cover all aspects. Or they burnt the couch in the woods. So if they burnt the couch in Hillbilly Land, no, doesn't work. Because even if they were to burn the couch, there's still DNA, teeth, all types of stuff that they would be able to get, okay, according to this ridiculous theory, right? All types of stuff. Now it's a given, if that's the theory, somebody would have to be able to find where the genius criminal mind of Don Wells put the couch. Well, okay, now you're losing me here. I can just tell you what really happens in reality. As far as your theory goes, okay, you lost because he's not that smart to begin with. For two, you've told TBI this. So some investigators are thinking about this blue couch theory. They searched everywhere, and there would be a big burn mark. For one, it'd probably catch the trees on fire too. Whatever. But if he took it to the dump, know why? Hell to the no. Look here. If you empty a garbage can and needles are in the back of the bed, you got to call the boss man. It is protocol, because now you're dealing with blood pathogens. You cannot put those in the dump. So you have to call a supervisor. He has to come out. It's up to him if he wants to call a 5-0 or not. Same with bullets. Same with a lot of things. Certain light bulbs. Same with a lot of things. Every company is the same. Fact check it. There is not a possibility that he put a girl in a couch and brought it to the dump. Here's why, you morons. So, just so you know, remember, bulk garbage. A couch, they all break the same way. When you're driving a garbage truck, you don't have a rear view mirror. You have your eyes are your side mirrors. That's it. You got this and you got this. And you better use them. You can't look back because it's a big ass. Your sight is blocked. So, in the sense that the blue couch theory, we put the couch in the garbage. Doug, how you like that? What's up, man?
How's everybody on YouTube going out these days?
Well, listen, here's the thing, dude. We know about, according to Ziggy, which I'm about to play, we know about CANDUS getting pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
And giving a kid away. We know about it.
Yeah.
Don,
Yeah.
just come clean. I'm here on YouTube.
All right. You got it, bud. You know, I can't lie to you, brother. Ain't no worries.
Can we get some verification on this claim and theory?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna be straight with you all day long, bro. All day long. And for my good people out there, you know, I'm gonna come clean all day.
Oh, hold on, Don. Let me hit the Bluetooth. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Here we go. So apparently, I'm gonna give you the hard questions, if you will. Apparently, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Apparently, you're in some high waters. You're in some. You have questions to answer, if you will. Apparently,
No problem.
Apparently, CANDUS was pregnant and gave away a kid.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. After Summer, listen, she was pregnant when Summer was missing, and afterwards she gave birth. And I need an explanation from you, sir, why the people are not informed of why you guys made a decision to give a kid away, and we don't know about it on YouTube.
Yeah. I guess all I can do is just totally come clean and tell the truth, you know. after Summer was born, when right on the operating table, Candace had to have a C-section, and the doctor, when Candace was born, when Summer was born, she was born C-section because, she was head first and everything like that. So as soon as the doctors cut Summer out of Candace's womb, the doctors handed this straight to me. I was the first one besides the doctors to hold my beautiful baby girl. And after that, they continued on. They pulled all kinds of stuff out of her body. I couldn't tell you what they was doing, but I watched it. They was ripping her open and cutting stuff out and laying stuff to the side of her belly. I can still remember the smell. And while I was holding my beautiful baby girl, Summer, they tied her tubes and where she could not become impregnated ever again. And all while I was holding my beautiful little precious baby Summer in my arms. And so Candace can never be impregnated ever again after that point.
So you're telling me that Candace Wells cannot get pregnant?
Yes, sir.
Are you saying that her tubes are tied?
Yes, sir.
So then, therefore, this would be complete bullshit that Ziggy and her meth head friend have claimed.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now.
And I just want to, these people, they want to believe all these lies and stuff like that. That's great, go for it. But the truth, if you want to hear the truth of the matter, I've dealt with Fred a few times. I give him the truck. He come up here, asking for this or that from time to time. I give him a truck one time just to be friendly because actually I wanted the truck out of my driveway. And, he took it out of here and, went and junked it and whatever, right before Summer's disappearance.
Well, let me tell you about that.
Them guys sit up there and do mess all night long. Let's be real.
Yeah, I'm going to get into that. I haven't showed it yet, but here's the thing, Don. When you say that, right, like I've had conversations.
I've been off dope for.
And I know that I know from conversations with you a lot of things that maybe I don't put on the internet enough for people. One is I know that Candace cries a lot. I know that
she cried all morning this morning
because of Ziggy's dumbass.
Because the bullshit that Ziggy's putting up there. It blows my mind. We met Ziggy at Wendy's, had lunch with her beautiful little daughter. She's got a beautiful little girl. She's funny as hell, man.
Yeah.
I love Ziggy's little girl. And we hit it off right away, Why is Ziggy doing that? Why does she defend meth heads? Why is she Fred Hill and his wife? They live to do meth every day of their life. Why is she defending meth heads? Like, what the hell? You got a daughter, Ziggy. You need to fucking step back, Ziggy, and think about your daughter. Why? I don't understand.
Because, bro, let me tell you, I tried to tell you this a long time ago. This lady ripped off one of her own subscribers. Okay, it was her subscribers that exposed her and put her in a lot of hot water. There's a channel called Circle Jerks, or I think they've edited it to The Jerks. And they used to support this moron, this bone collector. And they'd be in the chat and stuff like some of my people are. And then one time she was going through a hardship, right? Where
Right.
I know the whole story. What had happened was she was using someone's car to go
Yeah,
get.
I remember all that. Yeah, I remember
So
all that.
she rips
And
off one of her
she-
subs for $8,000, right?
Yeah,
The
I
whole
would've went to
community
jail
was
for that.
destroying this lady, and she
Yeah.
had to find a reason to get them off you, and she
Right.
used to support you and Candace. So what comes
Hey, I
next?
would like. Yeah, right.
Don and Candace Wells, deflection piece. Why not?
Yeah. Hey, you know, they can sit there and use us all day long and make themselves look holier than thou. Like me and Candace, the worst parents in the world, but we're not. We love our kids. You know, I just, if you don't mind, white boy, if you don't let me explain a little bit, sir, please. You know, in every photo we have, our kids are happy. They're loved, and they have a home here. You know, and for these people to destroy us day after day, you know, y'all go head on. But you know what? There's some real people out there that actually care about us and that are on our side. And I want to say to them people out there, thank you and God bless you so much for supporting us. Because somebody come through today, I don't know who it was. You know,
I'm putting them on the screen right now, Don, for you.
Thank you. But somebody sent my wife $400 today out of the kindness of her heart.
Wow. Shout out.
It blows my mind. I know, right?
$400 is a very big donation. Whoever did that,
that's huge.
Respect to you. That's very great. That's
Thank
very
you.
grateful. That's very
God bless you.
generous.
And she didn't show who she was. She wasn't after acknowledgement or whatever. She just, whoever this person was, I assume it's a female anyway. I don't know. But thank you and God bless you. It just blows my mind. It just shows that there's throughout all this evilness, there are good people out there. And it's so amazing to me. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, whoever done that.
Absolutely. All right. So there was one more ridiculous theory that I would like to run by you. Again, I haven't played the clip yet, but I will for the chat. So chat, we just went over the blue couch thing, and then Don called.
I want to thank my friends out there who actually support us. God bless you all. I can't thank you enough.
There was and somewhere in this live of hers, this moronic, airheaded dunce who does hot tub streams and wants to suck Benny off. Don, there's somebody that's crashing lives. They keep jumping on Prayer Garden's live. I don't know what they're doing. It has to stop. But anyway,
that Lisa girl.
I think so.
Yeah.
But
I know.
Tina, do you know Tina?
I think. Oh, Tina.
Oh, I want to send you something. I haven't even done this yet. Tina.
Yeah.
There's a lady, Tina. She talks to her phone, Candace, if you're watching. She talks to her phone. She's more vile than Prayer Garden. She's one of the most hurtful people, and I'm not going to even send you the channel. She's been around a lot. She is a woman who always is talking shit about you. And Candace. Like these vile videos. The problem is 2 of her kids have been taken.
Right.
She's never in her life had a job. Never in her life had a job. Okay.
Right.
Let me see what else is there here. Give me 1 second.
I think it's a crying shame, bro.
Yeah.
I've worked a real job all my life.
It's bad.
The welfare comes in here and they take advantage of our situation, that our daughter's being kidnapped, and they destroy our lives and they take our boys. I'm glad they're taking care of them. You know, I'm happy for that. But they had a loving home right here, and we love our boys with all our heart, and our beautiful daughter Summer, of course. And for Prayer Gardens and bitches like that to say all kinds of vile things about us, all I can say is, Her Gardens, I hope you go to hell. I really do.
All right, listen, I'm gonna send you.
You're such a fucking cunt, Her Gardens. Fuck you.
If
you fucking whore. Sorry. I shouldn't be saying something like that.
It's okay.
I get a little carried away. Sorry.
No, you're okay. You said you were gonna send me that one video. Remember earlier? We talked about it earlier. Don, if you could send me the video to my Gmail, which would be TTAROWAN1369 and if you could either send me that video or I would appreciate it if you emailed it to me. You can call the phone if you'd like, which would be go ahead.
Can I say one more thing, sir?
You can talk, sir.
Fred Hill's wife, or wannabe wife, she ain't no wife to him. Apparently she's leaving him for some other meth head, whoever's supporting her habit, right? You know, that fucking hoe right there, you know what? I don't like lying on people, and I'm not going to lie on people. But I will say, I will bring the truth. That bitch wanted me to give her a ride one night out of the holler because they ain't got no vehicles to run or any fucking thing else because they're so high on meth, they tinker with them all fucking night and fuck them all up.
Right.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. So she tried to get me to give her a ride out the holler one night to go to her meth dealer, and she offered me pretty much sex for it to give her a ride to her meth dealer.
Yeah.
And I told her, you need to stay the fuck out of my car. I'm going to the fucking house. And I left her standing there and drove up here, see my home. And that's probably why she's fucking mad at me and spreading all kinds of bullshit.
Don, that's
but
funny
you know
that you say that.
Go ahead. I really don't. I don't want to lie, and I don't want to say some shit like that about somebody.
No.
But you know what? That's the truth.
Listen, dude.
That's the truth.
Listen, Ziggy, you're saving me time now. I was going to play a clip where Ziggy is asking this same woman, Fred Hill, have you and him ever done meth so much that you've been up for days at a time and, lost your brain? The lady says no. She says no.
Right.
So this is not someone who's, been burning weed and then branched out and tried meth one time. This is somebody who's 1,000% going to prison because he's trafficking and manufacturing meth.
Absolutely.
That's not somebody who's experimenting with the drug. That is the person who is making the drug. So you mean to tell me that they never been up all night staring at the fan, already boned? They already boned like porn stars because you can't nut on that shit. And they're just twiddling their thumbs, taking the screws out of the fucking nightstand.
Yes, sir. And you know what? One night I was sitting up here, all the police was up there hanging up at my fucking house. I'm like, why the fuck ain't you out there fucking knocking on Fred Hill's house and all these fucking meth heads around here? Why aren't you doing something about that? And I was like, if you motherfuckers ain't gonna do something, I will. I says, I'm getting in my motherfucking car and I'm gonna go down there to the nearest dope dealer that I know of, Fred Hill, and I'm gonna go beat down his fucking door. And they're like, oh, well, we can't stop you from leaving, Mr. Wells. And I'm like, yeah, I know that's right. And I fucking went down there and I fucking kicked his door in.
Supposed to.
Mr. Fred Hill was like, oh, yes, sir, no. So I said, I want to know who's all been in and out of your motherfucking house. Because I feel like one of your meth head buddies grabbed my daughter. And
I remember you
yes, sir, and no, sir, and me, and every fucking thing else. Because I fucking meant business. I expected there'd be a bunch of motherfuckers down there hanging out. But it was just him and his wife that night. Yeah, I'm in business. I want to know where my motherfucking daughter is. Excuse my language. I don't mean to put it like that. But yeah, I'm pissed.
No.
The police are up here and they ain't doing shit, in my opinion. But maybe they are. I apologize, Hawkins County or whatever police might be listening. Because I know you've done a lot of work. My bad. But this is what my feelings are at the time. Just please forgive me.
No, you're good, Ben. I don't.
But
listen.
I want to know why the police ain't up there getting a list of all the meth heads coming out of this fucking holler. That's what I want right now. Not tomorrow, not a week from now, right now.
Have they? Let me ask you this question, man, and think before you answer.
And then this motherfucker Fred Hill starts playing all kinds of fucking games and like telling me bullshit, spun out bullshit that don't make no fucking sense at all. I want to wring his fucking neck.
Well, dude, let me tell you that, like from somebody that can relate to you, and we've been through some of the similar circumstances through life, bro. You have this idiot, clout chasing, airhead, bone collecting, slut moron, Ziggy, right, who is contacting somebody who, listen, dude, we both know that this guy is going to jail. Like he's doing a prison bid for them charges, right? You don't think that guy is twiddling his thumbs? Like, how can I get out of this shit? He's dope sick.
He's in my old cell right now.
Yeah, exactly. This guy is trying to dream of a way he can just think of something to connect you to it so he can get out of these charges. And the shit is so far-fetched, it's unreal, which is why I wanted to break it out. This idiot is not only saying CANDUS is pregnant and then had a kid and gave the kid away. The reason that narrative is getting said is because now we can show, trafficking. That's what a lot of these people on YouTube think. A lot of people think, Don and CANDUS sold the kid, or this is since we're talking about drugs, here's another narrative I can't stand. Don was either A, doing so much drugs, or B, selling so much drugs, because wait a minute, we heard him say this on another panel that he gave Summer away. Hey, morons, do you actually know? Okay, what? It blows my mind. Okay,
it blows my mind.
How?
I wouldn't take from my daughter. I would not take nothing. I wouldn't take the whole world for my daughter.
I know that. But these people that watch this are older, and you can come on my panel and say that
I get that.
You were doing a little blower here and there. They like, if I'm the dope guy, if I'm the plug, right? And I'm like, here, Don, move this, right? And you're nickel and diamond or whatever. Okay, you come to me and say, hey man, let me get a little bit more. Like, you'd have to be in debt with me to the ultimate. Why would I do that, right? The whole theory is just ridiculous, so stupid.
It's so ridiculous.
It is so. It is so stupid.
I'm not that kind of a dope head.
It will, of course, but these people don't understand.
I mean, we all have our problems. Everybody out there listening to me right now knows they have their problems. That's why they can project the bullshit on me. But you know what? I've been dealing with this shit my whole life. I don't want that kind of problem. I love my kids, and I want my kids in my life, and I've done everything in the world to protect them. That's why I went down for the gun charge, because I had a gun in the glove box of my truck to protect my kids in case a meth head come up here, a bear, or who knows what. That's why I kept it locked up in my glove box. That's the first charge I got in this fucked up state.
Who is so she said this shit too. Ricky Hinkle says, whoever the hell that is. Don, Brad Hill said he wore a wire on you. I don't believe it's true. Or Red Hill.
Fred Hill probably did.
Oh, Fred Hill does. So somebody
Fred Hill might have.
Okay.
Somebody had a wire when I was up there at the house. Yeah. Somebody definitely had a wire.
Tried to wear one on you?
I think Fred did. I think Fred was snitched on everybody.
Of course he would. He looks like a dude, and that's why he's. I just don't understand why Fred Hill, his old lady that got out of jail.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna let you go. All right.
Oh my God.
Go ahead. Hold on, y'all. I gotta use the bathroom. Don, you want?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna have to get off here. I gotta go take care of some stuff. So I just want to know for all the people out there that are real and that have love in their heart. And man, I appreciate you guys so much. God bless you all.
All right, Don.
And for all you prayer gods and haters, thank you. God bless you all.
Yeah.
I appreciate you all so much.
Shout out to that guy this person who keeps disrupting the lives. We don't know who it is, but we appreciate you, the band.
We love you all, man. Thank you guys. Tell your wife we love her. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
No problem.
God bless you all. I'll see y'all later.
All right, Don.
Bye. Bye.
All right, I got to do a quick piss, but what I was gonna say, a couple things here. The drugs. Okay, the drugs. We talked about that. The Fred Hill and the wire thing. That is so stupid. These people, like, it's the way that I present it, and I've been told I've been too abrasive. You have to explain it. So, not a problem. I'll explain it. Okay, not a problem. Somebody who, like Ziggy, who is trying to tell people this, and people run with this, and they jump with this, and they spread, and they share this stuff. I mean, calm down, man. Calm down. You'd have to be a moron to believe that somebody in jail is saying that okay, let's put it like this. So much easier. Don told on Fred. Fred told on Don. Why are the receipts? We just did a Ryan Upchurch live last live, where I was presenting the court documents of the Kylie Rodney family suing them. Where is the court documents of Exhibit A or Exhibit B? They don't exist. That would be Exhibit C, which stands for Cash App belonging to Ziggy. Running game on you, or Exhibit C, credit card fraud by Ziggy. You have to understand the law to believe a lie. You have to understand the law to follow true crime. What bothers me about the Summer Wells case is there are so many people who do not understand the law. And I understand that they care about Summer and they want a reason and an answer. That doesn't mean you're allowed to go down these friggin' wormholes. You can, but you gotta come and base your decision on reality. You can't make somebody a snitch or somebody snitch on somebody without being able to validate that. Because at that point, your theory has no basis. It's like I was saying with the blue couch. When you throw it in the back of a truck, when you smash, you can't look behind you because the bed's there. When you smash a couch, any couch that you've ever sat on, the weight is at the bottom. The weight's at the bottom. You got to bend them knees to pick it up. You got to squat down to pick it up, and you need someone else on the other side. It's never top heavy. It's always bottom heavy. Always. And God forbid, it's one of them fucking sofa beds that weighs 700 pounds. It's always bottom heavy. My point to this is I've only seen it, 800 times. When you smash a couch into the garbage truck, this is how it goes. The hopper's here. The couch, the whole top slides right off. And the bottom is fully exposed. Not all the time. Sometimes the top bends back. But it's so light compared to the bottom that it almost clean hits it off every time. Regardless if it clean hit it, half hit it, or partial hit it, you would have exposure to what was in the couch. Referring you back to, as a garbage man, when you find needles, bullets, and so many other things at a household, what the protocol is. Let's just say you're a gangster employee and you ain't got time to call the boss. Well, guess what happens then? Now you go to the landfill because you got to dump that shit out. And you should have called, because them dudes at the landfill on the bulldozers that are bulldozing all that tons of trash that you're pushing around, when that couch is clean off the top and you can see in it, and they're not walking around, they're on big old bulldozers on big old wheels, so they got an aerial view down. They're looking down, not at it. Your ass is in trouble. They got geo-tracking on every garbage truck. When you're driving into the landfill, you're assigned to go dump somewhere. Why do you think the FBI found Quentin Simon? Because they knew what truck picked up that neighborhood, that street, and that house. That is the only reason they found Quentin Simon. These theories are out of control. And an airhead is talking to a meth head, trying to convince somebody that CANDUS had a pregnancy when she can't get pregnant anymore. I mean, people, this is out of control. But Ziggy is a good example. I think a lot of people see this, right? Ziggy is dumb, yes. Tragedy pimp, yes. 100%. But what's different than Ziggy in the lab? Or Ziggy and Doug? Ziggy is just a moron. Just an airhead. Lab words it better. Doug words it and presents it better. You may not believe Ziggy, but now you believe Lab or Doug. And listen, you believe who you want to believe. I'm not saying that I'm right and they're wrong. I'm just breaking down theories versus law. That's it. That is it. Remember, Janice came in the chat and said that I'm supporting the criminals. Well, I guess technically that you're right, because Don has a record, but what are you doing in this chat? Because so do I. That doesn't mean I'm a criminal today. That doesn't mean he had something to do with Summer's disappearance. What is your basis on that? You have nothing. You have a tragedy pimp theory. I hope that you're not over here because you're a loyal minion to Ziggy. Yeah, we can say that. I would say that listen here. The Zigsters, she's like a look here, people. She's like a 4, but I'm saying though, like, it would take whatever drug No Thanks Investigates does before his lives. It would take the evidence in Fred Hill's case and the girlfriend's case combined. A few ecstasy pills, a case of beer, a few shots of Fireball, a shot of Molly, and 4 Suboxones that Ziggy would give me beforehand to bang it. That's what I'm saying. Remember that Suboxone thing. It's funny. I gotta play a clip for you. Suboxone. Here we go.
For 40 some days now, and
You
I
look
feel
good.
better than I have in 20 years. I may not weigh but 100 pounds soaking wet, but I feel better than I have in 20 years.
Yeah, and you know what? It could be it could be a blessing in disguise.
Saved my
actually.
life.
Yeah.
Saved my life.
How much was Fred using before he went to?
I say
Is that you just happened to get arrested like soon after Fred did? That just seems
that's the
so.
best thing that happened to me too, because you know what? I've been off dope for 40 some days now, and
You
I
look
feel
good.
better than I have in 20 years. I may not weigh but 100 pounds soaking wet, but I feel better than I have in 20 years.
Yeah, and you know what? It could be the best. It could be a blessing in disguise.
Saved my
actually.
life.
Yeah.
Saved my life.
How much was Fred using before he went to?
I say we was both pretty sick. I know I was. I was sick, really sick in jail. Thought I was gonna die a couple times.
Off of what were you withdrawing off of? The speed?
Tech.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see if there's everybody saying congrats.
Well, Tech and Suboxone.
Yeah. Is that really your guys's? I don't know about your drug of choice is just marijuana, right? But his is but he claims is heroin, but I don't know. Everybody thinks he's like the meth guy, you know, but according to him,
Heroin. I didn't know he was on heroin.
He said that he says that his thing was his
opiates. I thought it said opiates.
Opiates, yeah, opiates. Same thing. That's what I mean. Sorry.
Pain pills.
Yeah, opiates. I could be wrong. He probably didn't say heroin. I'm sorry. Scratch that. He definitely said opiates though. And because I knew he was on Suboxone. I was surprised because I didn't think he was really into that stuff. Yeah, you would have to at least get a 30 days notice. Yeah, but they're going to make her life hell until then is the thing. And then you have Ed freaking whatever his name is, you know, at the end of the road that also tries to make your life hell too. So, which
they couldn't pay me enough money to go back up in that holler. They can have a freaking place.
Whisper, what are you doing here?
The day,
All right. What are you doing? No, you ain't no piece.
And when Fred gets out, I wish him the best. I really do. I gave him 20 years, and
you tried.
I tried. That's all I could do, man.
All right, look here.
Well, you guys are still going to be a part of each other's lives because you guys have kids together.
24:50. It's actually a 25 minutes. 25 minutes exactly. Where are we going next? 29. Okay. So what I was trying to show you right there, while I take a pee break and snag the piece of pizza, and I'm eating on stream, going straight out Molly Go Lightly style, is I told you guys a long time ago. Circle Jerks got fed up with this lady when she snagged this with the sub's credit card. The sub was offering her, this scumbag, was offering this lady a little assistance because she claimed car troubles after she was talking mad shit about her ex-boyfriend. Then the ex-boyfriend ends up dying. Okay. I'm not even going to talk about that. Okay. But she claims she has car troubles. She's asking the subs what's happening. A sub says, hey, man, I can help you. Okay. Here goes my card, right? Here's my card now. Don't be using too much more over a stack. which is a hell of looking out. This lady then PayPals herself 5 stacks. Is going on her own little makeup site or whatever she does, buying all the shit. Meat Potatoes runs $8,000 up on it, right? But it was all about a car. And why did the car break down? Well, look here. The lady was going to this Suboxone clinic. You see in this little clip I just played, she don't want to talk about them Suboxones. I've been telling you this for a long time. She might address White Boy Radio, but she won't never talk about them Suboxones. Or she might duck the question or duck it. Just like when I challenged her to a piss test, she didn't want to do that either. But this lady has been on Suboxones a long time, Ziggy, and I'm not ragging on her for that. I used to take Suboxones a long time ago. Very hard drug to get off of. But the thing is, this lady is always calling people a dope head when you're on a medication that's for addiction. And you're talking to this lady about addiction and have the balls to say that did Mr. Fred ever stay up and to a few nights and when he woke up in the morning, did he not go to sleep until a few days? He woke up Monday and not go to sleep on Thursday. Had that ever happened due to meth use? Oh, absolutely no. He didn't get that bad. He was only trafficking it. He only trafficked the meth. Unbelievable. But here goes even further shenanigans with the whole 29 minutes and 10 seconds. Here's going to be a clip. Wait, what happened here? Here's a clip to of what the hell I was talking to Don about this pregnancy shenanigans. 29:10. Here we go. Back to the comments. 29:10. Where is it? Then we're going to Andrew. Here we go. Right here. Is this 29:10?
Which is the date that they meet. Oh, and what about Candace being pregnant? Okay, so people want to know your story about Candace when you saw Candace pregnant. They want to hear about your story that, like, when about was that, and like the time that you you were going up there to what, like tow a vehicle or something for Dawn?
Truck.
Yeah.
We got a truck. Fred got a truck off for Dawn.
Do you know how long that would have been before Summer went missing?
I'm not sure. It wasn't long. It was
Because
a couple
her hair was
months.
shaved, right?
Yeah.
Her hair was shaved because you thought you mistook her for one of the boys, right? Okay, and so you say that Candace stood up, and then what happened? And what happened?
She looked at me and she said, "Yes, I'm pregnant." And I was like,
really quickly. So, okay, I'm gonna try to explain this to a way that you can see it. Well, I think everybody can recognize that Candace is a little bit shy. She's not the most outspoken person in the room. She wouldn't be the first one dancing. She wouldn't be the first one to want to give a speech. This lady, who she's met for the first time and does not know Candace, for absolutely zero reason, for no reason whatsoever, she turns to the lady and says, "Hey, by the way, I'm pregnant." Moving along.
it shocked me. I was like, okay.
Again? Did she say what her plans were for the child?
No.
What?
She didn't say like something about giving it away.
No, she didn't.
You see the pitch there? You see the pitch? There's the pitch initially the pitch was, did Laura ever see anything about the blue couch? The pitch is there for the meth head to be like, yeah. Ziggy, this is not Doug or Lab or Chris McDonough or Benny Keys. When you pitch that question to them, yes, they're going to jump all over it, Zigster. But this lady, she's not understanding the pitch right over her head, which is the truth. Because if it was the Lab, Doug, Chris McDonough, Benny Keys, and every other tragedy pimp exploiting Summerwell's case, they would want to say, oh, yes, she was pregnant. She told me all about it, because she wants to keep the people engaged. She wants to have the people addicted to the drama. She wants to have people thinking, I wants people fed up at the parents. It's comical that you keep pitching these theories to this lady. At least, Ziggy, do yourself a favor. At least call the lady beforehand and say, could you say yes when I say this? Or something. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, maybe that was what you had thought, like that she would just give it away like she did the other ones.
Well, somebody told me that she had given one away before that.
Yeah.
I think it was before she had the little girl.
So that's crazy. If we could find out if CANDUS really had a baby a couple months before Summer went missing, that would be crazy. Because you know what? One of my theories is that the baby and Summer were given away to or sold to.
Check out that lady's face right there. Somebody get a screenshot for that meth head. Look at that. She's chewing on her own jaw. She's chewing on her jaw. But here goes Ziggy busting down her theory. One of her theories, Ziggy, you have a 100% percentage rating on your theories being wrong. So you're 0 for 50 on every single theory. On every single theory that you have, every single time you have been correct at being wrong.
Together.
I thought they proved that she did have a baby.
Well, one girl, there is proof. Well, I don't know about proof.
Oh, you beat me to it. Where's the receipts on that? What girl? Yeah, nothing. All right, I think this is dead. I'm going to leave this alone from here on out. Move on to Andrew and wrap this thing up. Ziggy is a complete moron. A complete moron. Here's the deal. Fred Hill with Summer Wells' parents. Don Wells has been clear about this in the past and also told me his association with the guy. There was a time where Don and him, I don't know if Don sold him a vehicle or gave him a vehicle. I don't know what financial money was behind, whatever it was. But there was some type of exchange for a vehicle well before Summer went missing. He lives on Don Street. They have seen each other before. He knows Fred Hill this much. He knows the wife this much. He does not know the wife. CANDUS does not know the wife. There's another theory with somebody falling off a cliff and this wild shit. There's underground fucking, or excuse me, underwater fucking burials, which makes absolutely no sense. It's almost as wild as the blue couch thing, which for months I've been watching people. I've been losing respect for people. You know, I broke down the whole sanitation thing with the couch and how it's actually impossible. And if you don't believe me, fact check it. Find someone that you know who works in sanitation and ask them if I'm telling the truth or not. So it's like you watch these people just believe anything. And you're just like, kind of like that one. But there's underwater graves and everything else. But there's another theory that there's a mountain that somebody fell off of, and CANDUS had the kid with this guy, and well, the guy's dead. The guy is dead. I don't understand people. It's complete morons. But let's go to Andrew. So, Drug No Thanks Investigates decided to do a kick live stream. And he was ripping on old Andrew Piece, the old Andrew. Now, just for the record, if you don't know, Drug No Thanks Investigates this week.
And unwrongfully, but I'm not going to sit here and cry about that no longer.
He called Donwell's phone, but you don't have the right number.
Talk about it wherever I am. And you're going to fall.
You dialed is not a working number.
Doug, we know you're going to watch this. Unbelievable. Remember when I started talking about Doug and I started showing you the screenshots, he was asking me what Don's number is, begging me for it. Here we have Doug on Kick. He's all the way on Kick now. He can't even reach out to his YouTube friends. He's got to reach out to his Kick associates and try to get the new number. Ooh. Okay, well, we have this. But what happened on this stream, actually, besides him calling the wrong number, would be Pandrew, because he attacked Pandrew. Okay, it's not on here. Hold on. It's going to be on here. Okay, right here, man. 11:25. Got it right here. Somebody's texting me. 11:25. Okay, here goes Pandrew. Let's see if he won't come on here. He won't come on here. It's okay though.
I didn't like how it was. No. There we go. Dougie Doo-Doo. How do you know what time they did? This is from today. This was from his live today. Dougie Doo-Doo, how do you know what time they went to bed? How do you know they're lying? How about this? How about you stop lying? The only thing the only thing you should be investigating is why you got kicked off YouTube permanently, dirtbag. Documentation being conducted.
Okay, so here you have, I actually agree with old Pandrew right here. So on this live, Drug No Thanks Investigates is doing what he does like he used to on YouTube. And what he's doing is he's attacking Pandrew, who is the father of Hunter. He's attacking his son and saying that the son is in gangs and this and that. He's saying that the son is doing sexual things. Now, mind you, I believe at the time, chat, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Hunter was like 15 or 16 years old when Hunter went missing. Somewhere between 14 and 16, okay? What's crazy is, as we sit up here, week to week going over tragedy pimps, you have these people, and it's not even that, I'm not even really upset about tragedy pimps. Okay, I don't want to say that because we opened this up with It's a Mood, and it's an awesome way to open this live up. But of course I'm upset with tragedy pimps, but there comes a point where you're just numb to them. All you can do is roast them, right? Who is subscribed to these channels? Okay, I understand if you subscribe and you're hate watching, totally get it. You get a pass. But these people that repeat the information they watch, Ziggy is a complete moron. I mean, if you watch her live and you have this theory, and then you come over here and watch and learn the information, how you can still cling on to that thought and theory, God help your soul. Well, what about last week when you went live and Justice for Nobody is calling TBI? He gave me so much great information. Well, what about the lady with the bullhorn? She's giving me so much terrific information. Well, what about this is how it goes. For the people who have not figured it out yet, that are looking at Summerwell's case, and they have this big question mark in their head. Something is fishy here. I agree. But maybe it is just so simple that it's difficult for everybody. You and me combined. Just maybe. Or maybe it is a wild conspiracy theory. Maybe one of your conspiracies is the exact thing that's going on. The problem is you're listening to tragedy pimps who are making shit up. Making CANDUS pregnant when she's not. Making CANDUS say things in the chat when it's not her. Making the couple put their daughter in a couch when she has not been. Putting the daughter on a roof and making her fall off when that is not what happened. And you're repeating this information to the TBI. These people, again, I would pay money. I would literally pay money to watch these agents' faces when they get these calls. They have to be so pissed. But on this live, Pandrew is putting his son, or Doug is making Pandrew's son a gang member, and he's creating some sexual thing between CANDUS and Pandrew's son, and he's doing all this other stuff. And Pandrew claps back, and I like the fact that he went with Kick with it. That's what I did too. I stream on Kick too when I talk about Doug. It's a good idea, Pandrew. But the dude is clapping back on this live because Doug is attacking his minor kid. And I want to clear this up and kind of stick up for Pandrew a bit. Pandrew says that this is complete shenanigans. Pandrew says that his son has never been in a gang. Doug proceeds to talk about some charges that Pandrew's son got. He keeps saying it, he keeps saying it, he keeps saying it. But the fact of the matter is, as Pandrew explains it, and he's 100% right, Doug could possibly nowhere have that information. There's nowhere in the world Doug could sleuth or pull Pandrew's son's criminal record as a minor. That is blocked. You can't do it. Nobody in the chat can pull my minor criminal record. Blocked, you can't do it. Another narrative, another theory, another gullible person, and more drama circulated with hashtag Summer Wells. So shout out to Pandrew for sticking up for himself and his kid. He deserves to do that. I've had my differences with him, but mostly because he tagged me for like a week. And then when I went on his panel, he blocked me. But before he blocked me, he was mad. And I went over there. Shout out to Debbie for sending the $10. All right, I want to what's going on here? What's beeping? I don't understand what that means. Who's live? Who's what? Okay, so apparently people are bouncing back between my live and somebody else. I don't know what that means. You gotta be more specific when you text me. This is very hard right now. I'm live, I'm talking, I'm reading comments, I'm sharing a screen. You got to be like very like super like to the point and very broad. So when I read, I can explain it. Otherwise, this is what's happening. I don't know what you just sent me. I don't understand what's going on. Like I kind of do, but I'm live and I don't have the time for it. Would be regular for me to be like, look into it. So you got to be like all the way specific about it, or I'm clueless and lost. But that happened with Pandrew. Lastly, man, I want to show you this other lady, man. This other fucking nutball. Okay, this other fucking nutball. This other nutball. This lady, her name is, chat, help me out with it. What is it? General Knowledge? This fucking dirtball, scumbag barfly, piece of dog shit, who has been torturing the family. Let me give you a quick, let's have a peek at one of her videos. There's that would be a science. We follow the science. It'd be a scientific equation of Doug's penis. Where's this lady's fucking video at? Oh, this is not it. All right, man. Where's this shit at? Is it up here? Okay, I will have to find it myself. Where's this lady's shit at? Why is it not here? Hold on a second. All right, somebody send me this lady's channel, man. I'm having a brain fart. Something's going on here. So if you're in the chat and you know who I'm talking about, send it to me. Let me see where this lady's at. Why can't I find this? Let me see. Where's this lady at? Yeah, I know there's a couple names. Somebody in the chat. I don't want to call your name, but you know who you are. Please send me a quick link of her via DM on Insta or Twitter. And if you could send me the video that I played last time, which was send me one of her bio videos. I don't know. Please, quickly. All right, I just tried to ask somebody in the chat, see if they can help me out. Yes, this is the lady. Yes, yeah, I know the channel name. Let me try to find it. All right, this is the moron. Her name is Knowledge is Power, but her real name is Tina. And Tina, here I got it, y'all. Never mind. Please exclude that. This lady is out of control. Out of control.
Mystery. Candace brought them to me. I'm that homeless family that she so kindly went out of her way to assist. Just one of the many things that Candace does for the community on a daily. Why I sit here in front of my probable, all messed up, like so bad, messed up on drugs and alcohol that my speech is slurred. I'm losing track of what I'm talking about, nodding, all these characteristics I display on a normal basis. Maybe I need a both to 10, so, because in my delusional mind, and I have to think for Donnie, I'm like, she needs to have the decency and the respect that she deserves, that everybody but you, Candace, feel for her. I can't even call you an animal because animals have more maternal instinct. I think I made you a magnet fishing video.
Okay, so I can't find the absolutely vile video that I played last time, but I did find her channel, and that's all that I really need. So let me just go ahead and play. Let me show you who we're talking about. I didn't say her name last time because I don't like to promote clout chasers. If people are purposely trying to, if they have a small channel and they disagree with my ideology or something that I say or how I live my life, and they make a video and they're desperately sucking and seeking attention, so they keep tagging me on YouTube. Well, we're smart enough to realize that they want attention. So why would I feed into that and argue with that person, especially when they've sent me Cash App requests? But the other side to that is, in this example with her, sadly, she almost has 1.5 thousand people following her. 1,500 people. That's not a big channel at all. But that's a lot of haters. But I don't want to promote her channel. That's why I didn't do it last time. But now that I know a little bit more about her, like a lot, like her whole history, now we'll talk about her a little bit. Just so you understand that if you follow the channel. If I'm talking about somebody and I don't say their name, it's on purpose. It's in design to be like that. But now that somebody sent me everything, I think I will say her name and her channel. You know why? Because she was just some person on the internet making mean videos on Don and Candace. Nobody knew who she was. Well, that's what they thought. She thought. Now we know who she is. Now we know where she lives. That changes the ball game a lot on YouTube. Anybody can crank a video up and make and talk all the shit they want. Do whatever they want. But the problem is when people find you, things change. Shit, you can get sued. You can get served. All type of things change when you know who it is. Getting sued and served is the last thing that they should worry about. People could call your employer and show the video and say, hey, do you support this? People could contact your family members and say, hey, what's wrong with your sister / niece / aunt? Do you condone this behavior? People can do and have done weird things. I'm trying to tell you. All right, real fast, before I play this motherfucker, somebody that I reached out to is now reaching back to me. Thank you, Debbie Nielsen, for the $10 Cash App. I appreciate that big time. And all the other ones you have done in the past. I respect it, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. You always send donations via Cash App, and that is awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I don't say it enough. Okay, here we go. Tina Marie Dace. Knowledge is power, and then Row, I think her other channel. Oh, at Row. People have been asking me if it's Row. So, I don't know if it's Row. I don't know if it's Tina Marie Dace. But there is a creator I'm about to show you guys right now. Tina Marie Dace. You guys can call. We do. I'm gonna do a live phone call session, so you guys can call in if you want. The number's gonna be 856-418-8375. That'll be 856-418-8375. Call in with your questions and concerns. Let's have a look at this creator that we're going to review and the behavior, shall we? Feel free to call in. I have the Bluetooth connected, so you're able to call in for your questions and thoughts and concerns. And let's have a gander. This would be, I believe she used to go by Row. Then, so this creator we're about to play, what her channel is called is Knowledge is Power, but she used to go by somebody named Row. And then back in the day, she used to go to as somebody named, let me find out. My subscribers let me know. So she used to have a channel called Tina Marie Dace. But then they said that they're unsure. It could be Tina Marie Gosson. So the channel's up in the air, if you will. But there's those few different type of channels. The lady's everywhere. She's like a gypsy, if you will. So you got the Row, you got the Knowledge is Power, and then there's a channel. If my subscriber, I'm unsure what she means by this, but it's probably okay. Here's the deal. So there's Knowledge is Power, there's Row, and then there's at Tina Marie Dace and at Tina Marie Dawson. That's what it is. There's 4 channels on this lady, okay? Now, we're going to do a call-in show tonight with questions and answers, and you're allowed to call. The number's going to be 856-418-8375. And if you'd like to email me, I'll drop it in the chat. And you could send whatever email that you want to her, me, my wife. Let's get the video.
Hi, kids. I just wanted to come on and share real quick and let everybody know that I just took a nice healthy dawn and wiped my CANDUS. So CANDUS. Let everybody know that I just took a nice healthy dawn and wiped.
So this lady said she just took a nice healthy dawn. So she's trying to say that her shit is dawn. Well, I would have to debate that her oral hygiene is a dawn. because that shit is fucked up. So our other channel is at row 357, at row 357. But everybody can call in at 856-418-8375. We have actually been doing so good over here at Team Wifey Radio that when you do the call-in tonight, Wifey's moderating tonight. So she's a moderator. Very busy, lots of people. You call in, just ask for Tina, and it's somebody that we hired, and we'll get it done. We'll answer the questions. Okay. I'm unsure. Now, here's the deal. This lady is very upset, not with her toothbrush and or mouthwash, dentist appointments, or dental insurance, but she's very upset with Don and CANDUS Wells about tragedy pimps that she watches on YouTube. For example, if you were to go to her channel, you would see things like JLR being shared, Benny Keys, every tragedy pimp in the world, okay? She shares them on her community wall. I came on here a few weeks ago and I told you about this lady, and it's very weird how she's so obsessed, but it's weird to find out that she has lost 2 kids herself. It is unclear to me as of right now is if the kids died or they were lost to CPS. Either which way, that's not funny. Either which way is as disgusting as this woman is, as vile as this woman is. I don't have anything to say about that. That sucks. But either which way it is. But she finds something. I feel like she envies them, or there's something in common. I don't know what it is, but she just is very rude about it. She's very vile about it. I'm surprised her channel is so small because this lady has never in her entire life had a job. This lady has never had a job. Never. That is weird. That is weird. Now, I can tell you that she's a frequent to the bars. And one can say that she gets around, if you will. She gets around, if you will. Now, you might look at Miss Tina on the screen and think that maybe she's been through some tough times, had a hard life. But really, that's just alcoholism and hardship. Because the bitch been divorced like 645 times. A little exaggeration there, but God damn it, a lot. God damn it, a lot. But it's kind of weird that all these things she's done and had, if this ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what is, people. Let's see what Miss Roe/Tina has to say today. And would you like to come on and hit the link next time I go live? You are very obsessed with Don and CANDUS. Very. I could call you and we can arrange it. I could maybe email you, maybe post a letter to your house. Or I could just ask, because I know how the internet works. Somebody will make you see this. Now, you're here formally invited to the panel. I want to have a conversation with you. And then I will then call Don and Candace, who you are absolutely obsessed with, right? Because I've seen that you've made the videos about the boys and this and that. And either I can't argue or agree with you, because at the end of the day, if your kids were lost, like I think they were, then what in the hell would you be doing making videos talking about why Don said what he said about the kids being treated in CPS? Guess what? They're still alive. Yours ain't. Yours ain't. Everything that you say, lady, you have in your own life. Like, you always are ragging on Miss Candace. Always ragging on Miss Candace. Man, Miss Candace ain't been around town like that. Lady, you've been in and out like a Kmart blue light special. That thing is beat up like a 1976 Ford Ranger with 478,000 miles on it, lady. All them bars you've been through? Man, shit. People can't even feel the walls no more. People can't even feel the walls no more. They get up in that thing and it's just wet. Nothing else. God damn, lady. God damn.
Tell your husband how you spent a couple days in the hotel with Ernie? You know, at the Smoky Mountain Hemp Cafe? On mine? Oh. Okay. Fine, ask Ernie. Ask Ernie about Tina and Xander and your wife driving there in her little red Subaru to spend some time with Ernie. And then shortly thereafter, Ernie made a little video with his arm around Candace, you know, talking like he was her man.
This lady looks like Walmart.
About how they were going to go find her baby that you hurt. That she told every one of them that you, Don Wells, were responsible for what happened to Summer.
Okay. When the hell can this say that? This lady is the epitome of why anyone out there with family members like this that are going through this need to do this. Grandma, give me the phone back. You've been watching too much YouTube. It's a bit too much now, Grandma. Give me the phone. You give me the phone. You give me the phone now, Grandma. We can do this the easier or the hard way, Grandma. We can do it the easier or the hard way. This is what happened, people. This lady is stuck on stupid. What's weird is when you get the file and you see she's lost 2 kids. Forget where she lives. Can I get an update on where she's from? Was it Rhode Island, guys? Somebody fast. I think it's Rhode Island. It was Rhode Island, wasn't it? Let's have a gander. Let's have a gander. Oh my God. Yeah, New Jersey. So address is 13 found, New Jersey, Sickerville, Dryburgh Road, Scottsburg, Sandy Cross Road, North Carolina, New Jersey, East Atlantic Avenue, Blackwood, New Jersey, Indiana. I told you she gets around. Virginia Beach. Who is it? Joanna Dace. Michael. Cynthia. Carlo. Scott. Howard. 56 years old. 56 years old. Dryburg. Stratford. So that, yeah, you're welcome to come on the channel. Guys, if you want to call in, the number is going to be so the number to call in, just ask for Tina. Tina. And the number is going to be, did we post it? You could email it if you'd like. But the real number is going to be 856-418-8375. Ask for Tina, and we'll answer the questions tonight about the Summer Wells case. That's all you have to do. This lady is a real piece of dirt. This lady is this lady. Look at her mouth, and in every teeth excuse me. In every video, you can't find one tooth. Like, shout out to people who are going through it. Teeth fall out. I get it. But when they all find they could you imagine? You have all your teeth gone. Like, not even one to look at in the mirror. Like, wake up in the morning, should I wash my face and brush my teeth? Half done. Ahead of schedule. We're ahead of schedule every day. Like, imagine having 0 teeth. 0. None. Imagine a nice thick ribeye steak. Nope. There'll be none of that. But there will be some Don Wells videos today. But there'll be no steak chewing. At that point, you just like retire. I mean, she's already retired jobs. She's had 0. But at this point, she just retires the fork. Like, I won't need this anymore. I'm not even going to need this. From now on, I'm a spoon lady. I'm not a player. I have a spoon a lot. Just give me the spoon and let's keep it moving. Wake up in the morning, wash your face and brush your teeth. Nope, half done. Had a schedule. What's for dinner? Got my spoon. Don't even give me a fork. We're good here. This lady has all the time in the world to make Don and Candace Wells videos. But she's never considered dental insurance or calling a dentist. Not even once. And furthermore, she hasn't considered getting false teeth so she can unretire the fork. Bring it out of free agency. She can't do it. She won't do it. There's something weird here, people. There's something weird here because you have a woman who there's 2 kids of her own gone. What is the motive here? This is how YouTube gets real psychology. Like, it's really interesting to see, like, really what's going on, right? And this is a case that's very interesting. So I'm going to extend the olive branch to this toothless ginger, Roe, Tina. Blown out transmission and the Ford Ranger. If you want to hit the link next time I go live and have a little chat, if you will, I will introduce you into the people that you fantasize about and make all these vile videos about. Now, if you turn it down, lady, now I'm led to believe that either A, you're just a bully talking crap to a phone and you're hurting a family who is missing their daughter. People already know that you are a tragedy. You're repeating narratives that have been debunked years ago. But if you stand on what you say, come on over or call the number. Send me an email, if you will. Or let me introduce you to Don or Candace, whoever you want to talk to, because you make a lot of videos about them. What if I, Tina, what if I made a video and said I just took a Roxanne, I'm about to take a Jennifer or a Scott or a Cynthia or a Joanna or a Tally or a Howard or a Diana. Every single day. And then more. Would you like it? You will not come on this channel. This is what I know. This video will get to you. You will not hit the link over here. Now, I swear to God, if you do, I'll call Donna Candace as well as whoever you want to talk to right here live. Just like It's a Mood did in the beginning. No problem. No problem. You're going to do two things. We got two options. You get to hit the link or stop making videos about Don and Candace. Now, it's a free country and you get to do whatever you want. I can't tell you nothing. All I can tell you is two things now. It was crazy watching you, and who is this lady? It was crazy then, but now it's intriguing to know, oh, that's who this lady is. So you get to hit the link or stop. That's my message to you. You can do whatever you want. You get to do whatever you want. Now, if you don't, take the warning. All right, y'all, that's about it, man. And I'm going to jump off here tonight. Much love and respect. And until the next one,